Outstanding, the ultimate accolade for teachers. We challenge reception teacher Rachel Atkins to go from good to outstanding. A top inspector observes one lesson. 2 experts will fine-tune her practice and improve her presentation. She also gets comments and advice from teachers across the country who've seen her lesson on the web. Rachel then has 3 weeks to put all the advice into action before the inspector comes back for the final verdict.
It's interesting to see how many things have actually come out that people are repeating, so it shows clearly that there's something that needs to be changed.
Okay, let me stop you there. What are you noticing? Shoulders?
Shoulders forward.
Yeah, and just a little teeny voice.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, actually, Twinkle's making you laugh now, because I know the children make you laugh, don't they?
They do.
So can we do it as though it's just the funniest thing you've ever heard?
Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
Okay, so again, just tell me what you notice in the mirror.
Seems a lot more energetic, and my facial expression has changed quite a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in your eyes.
Yeah.
And your smile, a big smile. It changes your face completely. Okay, so let's imagine the telescope's over there. How are you going to get them really geared up?
It's very exciting today, children, because today we've got a real telescope, a huge telescope, and it's just over here. You're going to have... I can't think of any more words.
Well, that's great. Can you notice any difference with that?
Yeah.
How do you feel as you're saying that?
Very over the top.
Because my experience is, if I want my audience to get excited, I have to be excited.
Yeah.
So if you want them to be concentrating, then you need to be concentrating. If you want them to be quiet, you need to be quiet. But if you want to be excited, you need to be excited.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the session with Mo because she really sort of pushed me to my limit with communication, my facial expressions.
I think actually challenge and choice are 2 quite easy things to just keep in your head.
With Hilary, it seemed that a pattern was occurring, challenging the children, extending their learning, and making sure that my objectives were more holistic.
With her final observation just weeks away, Rachel's back to the classroom to put all the advice into action and raise her game.
This morning the focus is insects, so we're going to be looking at what different types of insects there are and what features they have and different ways of categorising them.
I would like you to sort them into their groups. Do you think you can do that for me?
I got my legs. Wings. I got legs.
I think this time I was more prepared with my resources. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I had more objectives. I knew they would start talking about legs, so I had a maths focus. How many legs does it have? 8! Can everyone show me 8 fingers? They all seem really engaged with the books, matching the insects to the books themselves. What is it?
Caterpillar.
It's a caterpillar. Should we see if it says anything about the caterpillar? Putting out more than just one resource on the number table worked really well. So we had threading with numbers and then whiteboards and pens, making it more challenging for them. Right, who wants to come outside and do a bug hunt with me? Snail. What does snail begin with, Liz? How do you think it moves?
Like that. Like that.
What sort of insect is it?
A green fly.
A green fly? Let's see if we can find it in the book. Let's have a look.
It is?
Is that the one?
Yeah.
As I'm trying different techniques, it's focusing me more on how I want the children to engage in the session, how I want to keep them focused.
In the 3 weeks since her first observation, teachers all over the country have been watching Rachel's full observed lesson on the web and leaving their comments.
It's been really interesting to see what other people think. Some of them have been fantastic comments that I've taken on board, like, for example, where someone said they couldn't really see the link through all the tasks that were done in the room. So I've tried to make sure that everything that's going on in the room is linked to what they're doing to make everything more relevant. And the other thing as well, like the strawberries was picked on quite a lot for just having a very simple activity that they couldn't extend. So I've now tried to incorporate other things that they can do, so whiteboards and pens so they can write number sentences, and just make everything that a little bit broader for them.
With Rachel's final observation just days away, Hilary Bell has come to Tyson School to give Rachel some hands-on advice in her classroom.
The first thing this morning we're going on a bear hunt.
Okay.
So taking on board what people have said, I've tried to focus everything on the room to do with the bear hunt. So on the creative table they're going to be making bear hunt pictures with the leaves and the twigs and the mud.
If they wanted to choose something else for the grass or the snowstorm, can they do that?
Yep,
I guess I think that's quite important, isn't it? You've given them a starting point.
Yeah. In the water, I put some animals in.
Are these animals going in the water?
Some of them I still need to sort them out. Really, I need to actually get
So
even
why are they animals that would normally live in the water?
No.
How about Rachel? You suggested to them that they tried to find something in the room that would make the splish-splash noise.
That's a good idea.
And then they could decide which materials
would make
the best splish-splash
noise. That's a good
noise.
idea, so I can just leave it as free choice.
This morning we're going to be making our own bear hunt books. Now I've put lots of things out for you, but if you think there's not something there that you need, maybe you can go outside and you can get some grass. Over here we've got some water. Now do you remember a part of the story where you hear this noise in the bear hunt?
Splash, splash, splash,
Splash, splash, splash, splash. Maybe you can use your hands, but maybe you can find something else.
splash, 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 splash.
In we come. Yeah, no, it's really big. Taking on board what everyone's been saying.
Suggesting.
Yeah, an ant. Where's an ant on here? Can you find the ant?
Wow, now, what is it?
A butterfly.
Is it a butterfly or a moth?
That's our one. Our one.
Lots and lots of positives. In terms of still moving to the really, really outstanding, I think we still need to do a bit of work on the learning environment. Now, looking around the room, an awful lot of it is adult information for parents, information for you on planning, isn't it? And I think actually it's the children's classroom. So maybe just think about where you could put some more of the children's work, or where they could put some more of their work. And I really wish you all the very best of luck, and that you will be outstanding.
It's the day of Rachel's final observation. Claire Gillies is back, and it's crunch time.
Now, today is very exciting because today we're going to be looking at walking through the jungle. Today I've set up lots of different things in the room for you to do with the jungle.
With all that expert advice and weeks of practice behind her,
And today you're going to be making your own books.
can Rachel make it from good to outstanding?
Play-Doh animals. Pink Play-Doh today. Right, so I've got lots of paper here and I'm going to let you choose which paper you would like to start making your books, and then we'll have a little chat about what we're going to do. Luana, would you like to choose one? I'll leave those there for you.
I'm going to spin my first with my artist book. Please. It's too difficult to make. Look, I make a little wormy Khalees. I can make Khalees.
Now, Rena, how are you going to make that stick to the paper? With the glue. Which glue are you going to use? I'm going to use that one. Now, how are you going to make your snake?
Just make a line.
You're going to draw him. What do you need to, if you're going to draw him? Pencil. Do you want to get yourself a pencil then?
Okay, here you are. I'll hold it, you cut it. Try not to cut me. Well done. Now you've got to thread it through there. Okay, pop that through there then.
Now I'm going to put you into groups and you're going to have a go at writing your own sentences. Safe? Your squash. Well, there's a big space here. Safe, could you sit with Gobble? So can we all say our first sentence, walking through the jungle? I want everyone to say it together and I'm going to press this button so we can record it. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Walking through the jungle, what do you see? I hear a
Right, we're ready to listen now.
That's us. You're not a partner.
Fantastic. So, now we're going to have a go all together at writing some sentences. Walking through the jungle, what do you see? Now, let's see if we can write this together. What? What do you think it begins with, Alamin? What sound? What? Very good, Luana. This is a bit of a tricky word, what, because the next sound you can't actually hear, so I'm going to write it myself. What? Tricky, tricky. We're going to try with just the last letter. What's the last sound you can hear? What? Can. How do we spell can? What does can begin with?
I want water.
Very good. What can you see?
I want water.
Stand up and go and get some water, please.
I want the water.
We need a question mark. Right, reception, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Girls, did you want to join me in doing our bug hunt?
Yeah!
Come with me, come with me.
To my car.
A spider, what do you think he was doing under there? A spider. Do you want to tick off our spider for us? I've got some paper.
It's too bumpy.
Luana. Right, I'm going to leave them in the middle. Use your magnifying glasses to look closely at your animals. Look at your spider. He's got lots of legs. Why have you done lots of legs?
They can balance.
To help him balance. I don't know. Maybe if you have a look in the book, you might be able to find out what he is. He looked like an iguana or something.
Iguana? What's an iguana?
An iguana is like a lizard. You find one here. I don't know if you'd find one here. They live in very dry places.
So has all Rachel's hard work paid off?
Rachel, thank you very much for letting me join that session this morning. And I'd like to discuss the lesson, if I may, like a sort of sandwich, because there were sort of 3 distinct chunks, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I felt probably the last chunk was the most successful.
Yeah.
The sort of first was the next, and the middle bit, the sort of writing, wasn't quite so successful. So would you like to talk about that writing section?
Yes. I felt that while some of them were engaged, I don't think all of them were. I think the way they were sat was quite awkward. It was the first time we've used those dictaphone whiteboards, which they loved, but I think it was slightly confusing for my group in the middle.
Certainly that section, I think, and you've just highlighted exactly, just didn't quite come off. Then let's just go back to the sort of first section, which was all those activities. The Play-Doh, OK, they didn't make the animals that you'd given them, but they did all do something and create and talk and practice. Your group, again, some real perseverance. So there were quite a few manipulative skills getting much better there. You could see the determination. The outside group making masks, teaching assistant, I'm sure under your direction, was very much standing back, trying not to do. And so she stuck to her guns there. And then the sort of third part of my sandwich, the insects outside, that was just some absolutely magic moments. And the big book, didn't that suddenly focus their concentration? And they were absolutely mesmerised. You know, standing back from the whole session, it wasn't outstanding because, as you said exactly yourself, that the middle section really didn't quite come off. But there were certainly many more really good things going on. And just looking around the room too, there was some wonderfully exciting things hanging down that I hadn't spotted the last time I came. So there's been quite a sort of lift there. So again, thank you very much for letting me share it with you.
You're welcome.
Having taken into account, spent a lot of time with a lot of people and really tried to take on board what everyone said, I just feel that what I did was obviously not good enough to get outstanding, but it's given me a lot to think about for the future, and hopefully next time someone comes in, they will think it's outstanding.